Honourable Chair and distinguished delegates, I am Monique Blakemore and today I'm representing Autistic Minority International and Autism Asperger Advocacy Australia, a grassroots organisation in Australia. It is an honour to speak on the intersectionality of being autistic and the impact of gender stereotypes, particularly on women and transgender people. I invite delegates to read our submission and I give thanks to Geraldine Robertson, Andrew Shim and Jay, an autistic transgender man who shares his experience of marginalisation, medical discrimination and the impact on his life. Autism is a neurodevelopmental condition that influences our communication, behaviour and sensory processing. But the lived experiences of autistic people are shaped by far more than just our neurodivergence. Gender stereotypes, societal expectations and biases often create barriers, especially for women and transgender individuals when it comes to receiving an accurate diagnosis and the support that we need. For women, this intersectionality manifests in unique and often overlooked ways. Traditionally, autism has been diagnosed more frequently in males, leading to a gender bias in research, resources, and support systems. Women are frequently underdiagnosed or misdiagnosed because the criteria for autism, historically based on male-dominated research, fail to account for the subtleties of how autism presents in women. For women, social masking, that is, the conscious or unconscious act of hiding autistic traits to fit into societal expectations, is an act of survival. This means that many women go undiagnosed until later in life, when the emotional and psychological toll of years of masking becomes too overwhelming to ignore. Autistic transgender people have compounded struggles that are deeply rooted in social expectations and prejudices. Transgender people encounter discrimination and stigmatisation, which can be exacerbated for those who are autistic, as our ways of expressing ourselves may be misinterpreted. In a world that demands conformity to rigid gender norms, autistic transgender people find themselves navigating a double marginalisation: the challenges of neurodivergence and the difficulties associated with transitioning in an unsupportive society. The diagnostic process for autistic transgender people is often fraught with misconceptions and biases. The stereotypes surrounding gender nonconformity may cloud the understanding of autism in transgender people, leading to confusion between gender identity and neurological differences. This can result in delays in diagnosis, inappropriate treatments, or a lack of necessary support. Moreover, transgender people may face difficulty accessing healthcare that understands both their gender identity and their neurodivergence. Many healthcare providers are ill-equipped to handle these intersections, further marginalising this community. In order to address these challenges, we must promote a more inclusive and nuanced understanding of autism that recognises the diversity of lived experiences. It is critical that research on autism takes into account gender differences and the specific needs of both women and transgender individuals. Diagnostic criteria should be re-evaluated to ensure that they reflect the way autism manifests across genders and identities. Moreover, we must create spaces in society that allow for the full expression of neurodivergence and gender identity. This means building systems of support that are intersectional and acknowledge the unique challenges faced by women and transgender people. It means fostering a culture that respects and embraces neurodiversity and gender diversity alike, where individuals can thrive without fear of judgment or discrimination. In conclusion, the intersectionality of being autistic and gender stereotypes is a complex issue that demands our attention. Women and transgender people, who are often at the margins of both the autism and gender identity spectra, face unique barriers in diagnosis, understanding and care. And it is our duty to ensure that no one is left behind in the pursuit of equality, justice, and support. So let's work together. Let's create a world that's truly inclusive for all people, regardless of neurodivergence, gender identity, or any other aspect of who we are. Thank you.